All right. Hello, ladies. Super excited about seeing you all. Even more excited about seeing 2021. Anything to see 22 or 20 behind us in the rear. It was a challenging year, but it was a growing year. It was a year that we were able to learn, to grow, to navigate ourselves through some tough times. And if you can come through what we all went through last year, you can overcome anything, anything. Trust me, anything. That's the foundation of your success. As a result, what an awesome time to talk about a vision board because we want to take 2021 like a bull at his horn. Oh, and let this year know that we're here to soar, to conquer, and move beyond 2021 with our success, our goals, our desires, our dreams, our career path, whatever your heart desire, it's going to happen. Trust me when I tell you, because the big guy up there told me. So let's get started. I want to start off by, if I can move along, let me tell you a little bit about who I am. As Megan mentioned, I own several businesses. I have an event management company, and there's a lot of great things that we do. We are the ultimate event strategist company for your event needs, no matter what type of event it is, in person, virtual, hybrid, you name it. We are master fundraisers. It's gotten to the point where we even help you raise capital for your business if you're a startup, if you're a solo preneur, we're here to help you. So we have won several awards with our grant services and providing grants for nonprofits and a little bit with the entrepreneurs too. We're here for you. Our specialty and forte is in the pharma industry and nonprofit, but we adapt to all industries and have worked with several different industries. I also own a private club, which is Opulent Lifestyle, where we charter services for certain category of people, primarily focusing on the corporate world and those individuals that require to travel a lot. So we charter your jets, we charter your bus, we charter your train, we charter your yacht, whatever it may be, whatever suits your needs and your lifestyle. I have launched last year my speaking career. My goal and desire is to help others. I'm not looking to make it a business. It's just a mission that I have. And I'm here to be a support to so many other people, primarily focusing on women and young people, helping you develop and move along in what you're trying to accomplish and achieve. And then finally, 1031 by Gracie. Fashion. I love it. I thought I was going to become a fashion designer, but instead I became an event designer. Go figure. So I figured, well, I still tied to the fashion world. I went to Parsons School of Design and it was just in my blood. So I have a boutique store. As you know, I do believe in leadership. I sit on the board for the Philadelphia chapter and a couple other boards. And again, my mission is to support. Tonight, we're going to talk about a couple of things. We are going to talk about what is a vision board. Some of us are familiar with it. Some of us, it's new to us. We're also going to talk about why having one is important. How do you use a vision board for your goal setting? That's an interesting one because you need to know that your vision board is paired up, in my eyes, is paired up with your business plan. So if you don't have a business plan or a marketing plan, a strategy about where your business is going or where you want it to go, you need one. This is going to support that in a major way. Then we're going to go through the 6 steps of you making your own vision board. So this is something that's going to help you create your own vision board if you haven't already. And if you did do one, it'll help you figure out if you're on track and if it's really meeting what your vision is up here, bringing it out and being visible to you like this. I'm also going to share my story with my vision board that has followed me for 8 years. And then finally, I'm going to share some final thoughts on using your completed vision board. And I always like to top things off with some inspirational messages. All right, so what is a vision board, ladies? Well, this gives you an idea of what it is. Here's an example of one. Mine is not like that, and it can be any way you want it to be. If you're more organized and more artsy, yes, you can get an actual board, put it on there, and that way it's easy to travel with you. Unlike me, mine is all wrinkled because it's traveled with me 3 times on 3 different moves over the course of 8 years, but I still have it. A vision board is a visualization tool which refers to a board of any sort used to build a collage of words, pictures that represents your goals and your dream. They can be bought from a professional supplier or made with cork or poster boards, or you can just simply tape it up like I do. By placing a visual representation of your goals into one space, it's a friendly reminder to yourself where you want to be. And it becomes true as by the laws of attraction. But what is the law of attraction? I like to explain things by book definition. Law of attraction, in the New Thought philosophy, the law of attraction is the belief that positive or negative thoughts bring in positive or negative experiences into a person's life. So if you're going to think negative all the time, you're going to get negative outcomes and results. If you think positive and you practice your affirmations and say that you are a powerful woman, that you are an achiever, that you are successful, then you will become successful. And as ridiculous as it sounds and as ridiculous as it may feel, get in the habit of doing that. Look in that mirror at yourself and talk in existence of who you are. All right, now why having one is important? The question is, what do you want? What is it that you want? Well, first of all, let's understand what a vision is. A vision is a practical guide for creating plans, setting goals and objectives, making decisions, and coordinating and evaluating the work on any project, large or small, long-term or short-term. A vision helps keep organizations and individuals focused and together, especially with complex projects and stressful times. How soon do you want to be successful? How soon do you want to accomplish what it is that you want to do? Your vision board can be an individual vision board, or it can be a vision board for your company and your team, your staff. It can be a vision board for your organization, whatever that may be. It's a friendly, positive reminder. While gathering as a group and being a little artistic is fun, and doing a vision board, the benefits of a vision board extends much further than that. It allows you to refocus your life. Many times we look at, or seniors look for a new calling after retirement. You know, some people retire from an employment after 20 years, 10 years, 35 years, whatever that may be. But then they turn around and they figure out, where's my purpose at? What can I do now? Or it can be life changes. Oh, now I'm married. Now I'm divorced. What do I do now? What do you call it? Empty nest syndrome. What do I do now? So instead of wondering what your next moves are throughout your journey in life, the vision board is going to help you plan that out. What do you want to be? Where do you want to be in 20 years or 10 years? Where do you see yourself with your business or in your life? So you can incorporate all of that together, personal and professional. It allows you to stay motivated. It allows you to share to your loved ones or others, but make sure you're sharing it to a support system, people who believe in you, people who are in your corner and cheering you on. It allows you to see how you're doing, if you're on track or not. And it makes you feel good about yourself. Listen, I've always said, sometimes I'm my only cheerleader. Well, before I met my husband, sometimes you're your only cheerleader. And you need to know how to cheer and support yourself. And this is the way you can do that. Allow yourself to feel good. All right. Now, how do we use it for goal setting? Well, it's simple. I mean, there's a few steps, but they're very simple, basic, common sense steps that you need to take. And here's how we're going to do that. So the best way to achieve your goals is to keep them top of your mind. So you're always looking for ways to move yourself closer to them. And a vision board is the perfect tool to help you do that. By putting a vision board somewhere, you can see it every day. Now, right now, tonight, I have it behind me, but I can't see it when I'm sitting at my desk. So technically, my vision board is literally on the other side of the room. That's where I can see it. My desk is here. I'm looking at my computer constantly. The minute I take a break and look up, guess what I'm reminded? I'm reminded about why I'm doing what I'm doing. If I'm having a stressful day, if I'm having a bad day, a challenging day in any way, in any fashion, every time I take my eyes off the computer screen, guess what? I have that reminder of why I'm doing what I'm doing. So you want to do the same thing too. And through the law of attraction, visualization also magnetize and attracts you to the people, resources, and opportunities you need to reach those goals. And I'm going to explain that a little bit more as we move along. So now we get to talk about my story. My story, this page here is blank for a reason, because my story is still continuing. It hasn't finished, not yet. So let me tell you a little bit about my vision board here. It's hard for you to see it from this distance, but up here, what I'm touching is a series of images of a couple that's in love. Here is a woman sitting in the sunset meditating. She's meditating at the sunset. She has her serenity there. Here is, you should be able to see this, is a big diamond ring. A diamond ring and a bunch of people that looks like a husband and wife and 3 kids. This is a big house, like a mansion. These are 1, 2, 3 vehicles, 2 vehicles that I felt as though was my dream cars. And yes, I felt like I deserved 2 cars. And then this is a pile of money. This is 2 women with briefcases, business women slapping 5s that are celebrating success. And obviously there's a friendship, a support system there. And then there's this Black woman whose face is colored out because it's supposed to be me. So if you notice, all of my pictures have no actual faces because it's supposed to represent me. In fact, the picture of me is still over there on my other wall. I have a picture of myself that I normally put in the mix. But she's standing in the office with a staff at a conference table. That's supposed to be me. Then there are different parts of the world here. I got the world in my hand. We have Japan, London, Rome, Spain, China, and other places there. And then here's my list of what I need to do, things that I feel as though needs to be accomplished, correct, fixed, and so forth. I created this vision board 8 years ago. And 8 years ago, I had to sit down and think about what I wanted for my future. And my future was to succeed and have a business that will spread with multiple entities, and to the point where I have the choice to a colleague of mine called it retirement, but not the retirement that we're used to. Retirement in the form of I get to pick and choose what projects I want to work on, if I want to work today, or if I want to go on a yacht or travel or do something else. My business is working for me. Right now, we're working for our business. We're working for our career and our companies. But my goal is to be able to have my company work for me and the money working for me. And I also said at the time, I was single, just came out of a yet another bad relationship. It was very disappointing, and I had to reevaluate myself. And I said, I want someone, but I want someone that's worthy of me, someone that loves me from my head to my toes, someone that accepts me through all my faults and my mistakes, someone that doesn't criticize me and judge me, but like I said earlier, understand me. I wanted a family, and I wanted them to be successful and carry on my legacy. I wanted a vehicle. At that time, I had a 2005 Dodge Neon, and I wanted a luxury car. I wanted a big, fabulous house. So I put all of that up there. Fast forward to now, I am happily married 2 years, got married 2 years ago. The man still loves me today as he did when he first met me. I thought it would fizzle out eventually, but nope, can't get rid of him. He just keeps calling me beautiful when I look my worst. My business has expanded. I didn't get this pot of money yet, but I'm working towards it. And I feel as though the community of support, sisterhood, has come from this organization, IAW. I feel as though everything, so I got the love in my life, I got the engagement ring, I got married, I have a family, but the children walk on fours. That's all I can have right now, unless I decide to adopt. I have a brand new house. It's not a mansion, but I'm one step closer to that because my husband and I just moved in last April, I think it was, into our brand new house that we built from the ground up. That's a blessing. The vehicles, these cars, I imagine me having what is this? This is a Range Rover and a Mercedes Benz. Guess what, ladies? Over the course of 8 years, I've had 2 brand new cars, one after the other. Guess what I'm doing right now? Guess what I did on my vacation? I went car shopping, and one of them was, no, it was a BMW. Darn, I'm getting closer. I thought it was a Mercedes, but no, it's a BMW that I'm looking at, a Lincoln, and a Cadillac. So I went from a Dodge Neon 2005 to a Hyundai, and then another Hyundai, but it was an SUV. Now I'm moving up in the world. I'm looking at Lincolns, I'm looking at Cadillacs, I'm looking at other vehicles. I'm getting closer to my goal. And my husband knows that my dream car is the Range Rover, and we're striving for that. As far as my career is concerned, the things that are happening for me now, I've been positioned in ways that are allowing me to reach the goal of becoming global, the goal of getting this money, the goal of having my office with a team behind me. I already have a small team, but the team that I want is coming there. And that best friend to say, yes, high five, we did it. So a lot is happening. That's my vision board. It's actually transpiring for me. It's happening and it's still in motion till this day. Now, by adding a visualization practice to your daily routine, you will naturally become more motivated to reach your goals. You'll start to notice you're accomplishing the things that move you closer to your life. Suddenly, you find yourself volunteering to take on more responsibility because you're being positioned for these things. You're getting involved with your work, your association, you're speaking out at staff meetings and committees, you're asking more directly what you want, and you're being more bold about that. And that's good. Now, isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? You want to be recognized. You want to be acknowledged for your talents. And the only way you're going to do that is to be positioned for that. And the only way you're going to be positioned for that is to set that path for yourself. And again, a vision board supports your existing business plan. Now, here's a couple of sample boards for you. This young lady has her board framed and she's got a little feather in there and it's right there with candles, so let's look at a couple more. You have so many different ways to design your vision board. It doesn't have to be one particular way. And in fact, I want to talk about this one that has, expanded itself. I like this one because this person is like all about the luxurious lifestyle. They want to travel. They have 90 days here for something, but only she knows what that 90 day is. She's all about the fashion, being fit and fabulous. She wants diamonds, elegance, home, everything. But in order for that to happen, and she doesn't want to care either. She doesn't want to care what anybody thinks about it or her. But in order for that to happen, you got to make some money or marry rich. So even if that's the case, you got to put that vision out there for yourself to accomplish that. I think we have some questions and I'll be happy to answer it soon. This guy right here took some little quotes and pictures and he threw it on the back of his door on his wall, just like me. I'm a little bit like him. So there's so many different ways to do that. All right, so here's the fun part. Let's look at how to create this. It's very simple, very simple. Step one, create a list of goals you'll like to achieve in the year or next. But I also said long term, because again, mine is 8 years old and I'm still working on that. Now, in order to visualize your goals, first you need to know what they are. You got to identify what it is that you want. Sit down, think about it, woosah, meditate, whatever. I don't care how long it takes, do that. Or take a look at your business plan and your marketing strategy plan, and that should help you too. Spend some time getting clear on exactly what you want your ideal life to look like and what you need to accomplish in the next 12 months or whatever the duration is for you. Meditation is very helpful. I know you guys have been meditated out in 2020. Meditate, yoga, but that stuff helps. It really does help. It keeps you calm. I was sharing with Megan before the event started how stressful it has been for me this week. I came back from vacation, a 3-week-long vacation, and Monday was my first day back to work. And it's been so stressful for me. And I've been having a lot of technical difficulties. So I spent 30 minutes before this event meditating. I had to calm down my anxiety so that I can give you the best me. So meditating is very helpful. It will give you clarity, intuition, and guidance at all times. It allows you to get in tune with yourself. All right, number 2, collect a bundle of old magazines with beautiful pictures or search images through the internet. Very simple and easy. I cut mine out from the internet. If you're not a magazine reader or currently don't have any magazines at home, ask your friends to give you some, donate it to you, grab them from the doctor's office. They keep them forever. You should be able to pick some good pictures out and start from there. Number 3, find pictures that represent your goals and inspire you. Let's go back to me again. Remember I said I purposely got pictures that were shadows because I didn't want somebody else's face there. I wanted to envision myself so much into my vision that I made a point to get pictures that did not have actual people in it, but just shadows. Except for this one, because I love this picture with the woman standing there with her staff behind her. So I just darked out her face and says, now that's going to be me. And her hairstyle is similar to mine, so that helped. All right, schedule a couple of hours, one evening or weekend to get through the magazines or the internet and cut out what it is that is meaningful to you. Make it a fun thing. Have fun with it. Don't stress out too much. And there's no time frame in it. Just try to do it by the end of this month because you want to have the ability to exercise it all and see it for the whole year. All right, ladies. Now, when looking for images in a magazine, look for those that immediately make you say, yes, that is what I want for my life. Like I showed you earlier, the one example board, the woman had diamonds, she had, style, she had fashion, she had everything there. And when I saw this, I said, that's a big enough house. I think I can go for that. I'll get close to it. And you ever hear, if you reach for the moon, you'll fall among the stars? Well, that's what we're doing here with these vision boards. We're reaching for that moon. Even if I never get a house like that, getting close to it is satisfying enough for me. Having this house is satisfying. Well, I won't say it's satisfying enough for me because I already got plans for another one. All right. But you want something that's going to make you feel like this can happen for you. There's a couple of examples. If you like to move to a home with a waterfront property, don't worry if you can't find a picture or a perfect dream home. Get something that represents your idea, vision for yourself as close as possible. Do I want this exact house? No, but I want something as big and fabulous like it, as close as possible to it. I definitely want the Range Rover, so I'm working towards that. And then I figured I want to have two cars, so one for work and one for luxury. And that's why I have the two there. Not because I'm unsure, but because I feel as though I deserve to. All right. Number 4, make a collage of your photos. Voila. Once you have collected enough photos, it's time to make your vision board. Go to your local craft or dollar store or just put it on a wall where you can see it every day and you can form your board right there. Glue, tack, or tape your pictures to the paper or corkboard in arrangement that is visibly pleasing to you. 5, add motivational affirmation words that represents how you want to feel. Again, you have to remind yourself, I am superwoman, I am successful, I am an influencer, I am everything I am meant to be. Fearless, love, strong, healthy, loving, financial free, powerful, abundant, you name it. The list goes on. Whatever it is that you want to feel is possible. You just get that. Take some time to create a list of words that describe how you want to feel. You can either search for these words in your magazine or you can write them down and cut them out yourself. And finally, take a few moments to contemplate your vision board every single day. You want to be able to look at this in the morning before you start your day. So let me explain to you what my day looks like when I start off. I get up, I meditate, I do my stretches and a little bit of weights, no heavy exercising, but enough to get the blood circulation going and stretch my muscles, especially after a year like 2020, when we are sitting in front of the computer nonstop. I exercise, I meditate, and because of my faith and belief, I pray and have a conversation with God. And then I grab my glass of lemon water, ice water, and I go to my desk and I'm able to be in tune with anything and everything that comes my way for the day. And that allows me to look at my vision board when I come in. And then you also have to look at it before you go to sleep, because now you're embedding it into your mindset in the morning and at night. Final thoughts for you ladies. Look at your dream board often and feel the inspiration it provides. Hold it in your hands and really internalize the future for yourself. Read your daily affirmations and inspiration words out loud. That power stand. See yourself living in that manner. Imagine yourself living in that house. Feel yourself in the future you designed for yourself. I'm traveling, I'm all over the world, I'm speaking, I'm succeeding, I'm growing my business. Believe it is already yours. You believe it into existence. You speak it into existence. Be grateful for the good that has already happened. Forget about what the bad things that 2020 brought you. Focus on the good things that it brought you. Acknowledge any goals you have already achieved. Acknowledge the changes you have seen and felt. Acknowledge the presence of God in your life. There's so much we have to be thankful for. And acknowledge the law of attraction at work in your life. And finally, look at it just before going to bed and first thing in the morning. So I always like to wrap up my presentation with a little bit of inspiration. And today I selected someone that I am admired by, all the great works that she's done. Yes, visionary, pioneer, legend, as a tennis champion and social activist, Billie Jean King lives her life according to the principles of equality, empowerment, and access. She's named one of the 100 most important Americans of the 20th century by Life magazine. She has done great things for us as women, representing us, and I felt as though it was only fitting to have her in this presentation for this event. When we are an organization that support women, we are a representation here at IAW to make your success easier, the journey a lot easier for you, and to help you through that process. Billie Jean King is that representation. And ladies, all I have to say is believe in yourself, rely on your support system, create your vision board, and remember that you can accomplish anything your heart desires. You have to see it to be it. I also put together a couple of references for you, and this will be shared in the follow-up to this event. There are some video references, how to create a vision board, in addition to what we've learned tonight, the magic of meditation, and then also a checklist reference for you on how to create that vision board and making sure that you've covered all the parts that you needed to cover. There's 21 ways to make that happen for you. And then I also have a link here from Etsy. You can purchase some affirmation cards. We all know that it's very reasonably priced on this site. And they already have pre-written, pre-designed, very nicely designed affirmation cards on Etsy site. I want to leave you with a happy new year. And I say, let it soar, let it soar, let it soar. Success is here for you, just for the reach